friends, I'm Kim with CosmykStudios, and today I want to make a Finding Nemo pendant and earrings to match for a birthday that I have coming up. I have already measured the diameter of the pendant and the inside diameter and the inside diameter of the earring bezels. That's already done. I have also already printed off and cut my little Nemos. I'm a little disappointed because the color is definitely off. I have to blame my printer, but we're going to just try it. We're going to see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, I'm still going to say it's okay, because the only failing would be the color. Everything else will work just fine. So let's get started. Let's see how this goes. Wish me luck. Okay, what I have done so far is I have taken the bezels for the earrings and the pendant, and I have put them on the green tape. I think any tape will do, but this is specifically mentioned as something to be used with the resin. So that's what I have done. The first thing I want to do is I want to put in a little bit of clear resin to just give myself a little bit of a base to work with. So what I have is I have my UV resin, a little bit of blue, because I am going to make it look a little bit like an ocean. And then I have a couple of different types of glitter here, or colors rather. They're all the same type, but I want a couple of different colors. So I think what I'm going to do first is get my clear down. So let's do that. I'm just going to take just a thin layer of clear. It doesn't have to be a ton. It just needs to be enough. So I just put some there, put more in there, and some in here. And then I'm going to use the little silicone thingies. That is not the technical term. These little silicone dudes, to spread it to the edges of the bezels. And this doesn't take long. What you do want to watch for is to make sure it hasn't pulled back away from your sides, because it can tend to do that. But we want to just make sure we've got the bottom at least coated. So I am working from the outside in, from the middle towards the edges, as you can see. And it looks like I've got some bubble, I can't tell if they're bubbles or if I just need more resin over there actually. Maybe that's what I need, is some more resin. I'll just put a little bit more here, a little bit more here. I don't want to put so much that it gets too full and then I can't do the rest of what I want to do here. So, like I said, push to the edges over here. If you see any bubbles, you can certainly do what you need to do to pop them. A lot of people will use a lighter. I kind of feel, since this is going to be kind of an ocean theme, that bubbles are actually kind of okay in something like this. If you're working on something different, you might not want bubbles in it. Try not to get resin in your holes for your chain, or you're going to be drilling that out. And unless you have a nail drill, you don't want to drill that out. It's not, once the resin cures, it's pretty well cured. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let me get a wipe here, clean that off. I'm going to stick this in for about 2 minutes and we'll be back. Okay, I am back, and what I did, instead of doing the print and cut, which is what I really wanted to do on my little Nemo pieces, is rather than doing the cutout of the orange vinyl and the white vinyl and the black vinyl, I did the print and cut because I thought that it would be faster. But not only that, I was having a problem getting my cutting machine to cut them so small. So what I did is I made them into print and cut stickers, and I took the backings off and I made the back orange. I just sprinkled some cute orange glitter on there because Nemo, obviously, he's orange. So since they're clear, they are going to show on the back. So I thought that might be kind of cute. it might not be kind of cute. We'll just have to see where this goes. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with one of the earrings, and I'm going to put him right down there. And the thing is, he's not going to stick great just because we've got glitter on the back of him. So my idea was to stick him down, but he's not going to stick down like we want him to, just like I said, because we did put glitter on the back and we made the back not sticky anymore. But I think it's going to be okay. As you know, I don't stress over things. I just kind of work with what I have, and then we see what we've got at the end. I'm pretty excited. I think he's going to be really cute. Okay, so this is the one that I want to put. I'm not sure. Okay, well, let's go ahead, and I want to mix up a little bit of blue, and I did want to put some bubbles down in, so I'm kind of hoping that this is going to work. I have one of these diamond art things. I'm literally just trying to grab, and I think I want the darker. I don't know. This might be a big mistake. I think I'm going to sprinkle it onto some paper off to the side because there's different sizes in here. Alright, I think that's pretty much all I need. And what I did is I just put a few little pieces out. So I think it's going to be okay. So I think what I want to do, wish me luck. I always get nervous when I'm doing stuff like this because I never know how it's truly going to go. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to start with the earrings. And I don't need a ton, I just need enough to give us, you know, a little bit of an ocean effect. So, I'm going to give my little, what are these, pigment inks, resin pigment inks, or, yeah, they're alcohol ink? Yeah, anyway. I'm going to put in a few, okay, so I'm going to put in, that was way too much. I don't know if you saw what happened there, but that thing just got violent on me. Oh boy. Okay. We're going to stir, but I do think that I'm going to need some more, yeah, that's just way darker than I wanted. Boy. That was just downright devious. Okay. Get as much as I can off, set that down, and we're going to add, because that's just too dark. I really just wanted kind of a light blue resin. Okay, so we'll just stir this. It's still kind of dark, but I'm going to just say we're going with it. And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and just pour the resin. I'm scared. You scared? I'm scared. Let's just tackle it together. Oh boy. I think it's going to be too dark. Oof. Well, there goes Nemo. Now you really are going to have to find Nemo, huh? Yeah. Like I said, it's a little darker than I wanted. It could still turn out. Rather than get upset about it, which I don't like to do, I'm going to go ahead and go over here and put some here. And I'm going to try to keep it from tucking in too much over here. Oops. Oh my gosh. This might just be a disaster. Okay. We are going to be as careful as we can, and we are going to slide this in, and we are going to hope for the best on this. Wish me luck. I'll be right back. Okay, I forgot to film the process of me putting in the glitter into the larger one, but they are all done. So I'm going to go ahead and take them off of the plastic here, and I'm not going to coat the back. The backs are totally fine, and oops, there goes my chain. Okay, so there's one. Here's the other. That's kind of cute. So here's the back. Here's the front. Why is that not wanting to? You know what? That feels a little bit sticky, and I'm not crazy about that. I think it's because there's so much, what am I trying to say? You know what? I might be able to get that to cure with just a little bit of clear on top. Making the chain, I'm just doing an 18-inch chain. It's just going to be what it is. I think what I might do here on this one doesn't feel as... This one feels fine, and I think it's because I diluted it. And these over here, still, even though they went in a couple of times, I think what's going to have to happen is, like I said, just a little bit of clear on top. We're going to do it. Because otherwise it's going to be a little bit sticky, and we don't want it to be a little bit sticky, so I'm going to just put them right here. Ugh. This one up here too. We'll just try and do it kind of quick. A little bit quick here. And that's okay. These can be in doing what they're doing while I'm over here doing what I need to do. Okay. So, wish me luck. Just a little bit. It doesn't need a ton. But I feel like if I just put a little bit on top there, it might help. Okay. That's going to be fine. We're going to just, that's how we're going to do it. I'm going to slide that in. And I'm going to go ahead and put this back in too, because I'd like it to clean itself. 2 minutes is all that's going to need, to be honest with you. I'm going to clean this little tool up. And we're going to move on to putting this together. It's so simple, honestly. I think it looks really cute. I think it's a little dark, but it's still very cute. I should put something lighter behind it so you can get a better... I think it's pretty cute. I'm not upset by it. I think I would have been more upset had the color stayed so off, and the color was definitely off. What we want to do is we want to get the biggest O-ring we have, because it's kind of a big chain. So I have this little thing of O-rings here. I'm going to take out the biggest one that I have. Okay. Get that out of the way. And I'm trying to remember. I know I have findings for this, but for now we're just going to do this. I'm going to get the rest of it completely finished later, but for the benefit of finishing this video, we are going to go ahead and let's see, I like that one, and I think I like that one. Those are the two we're going to use. So we are going to find the opening here and here. And we're just going to twist out, and we are going to hang her right there. Him, her, they, them. It's an inanimate object. We're not going to worry about it. I just always refer to things as her. Don't know why that is. Anyway, hold that up, drop the chains straight down in. There we go. Now, like I said, I need to find my findings, but this is the necklace. And I will get my connectors, just not right now. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. And I am going to get a couple of these little guys here out. They're just little, oh, I didn't even need those O-rings. It says that they are sterling silver, but I think they're sterling silver coated, but, and I'm not sure, they might not be. They might actually be sterling silver. They do say 0.925 sterling silver. The chain, however, is not. The chain is probably aluminum, if I had to guess, and that's just because I don't have it back in front of me right now to tell you exactly what it is. And we're going to do the same thing with these little O-rings here. We're going to put them into the earrings. We're going to finish this up. I'm going to call it a day as soon as I get this opened. You know, it's one of those things where you just get frustrated and you just want to cut it with scissors, and you know that's not the right way to do it. I am glad I didn't cut it with scissors. Just a little patience. I just don't have a lot of patience. I'm not a patient person. Okay, so grab one of these, give it a little pull out, twist, twist, like away from each other, like so, and then drop on your, there we go, drop on your earring post here, come back in with your pliers, and reunite. And sometimes you give a little back and forth, make a meet. There you go. We can put this little guy on. We can, if we can get to it, we sure can. Alright, there is that. There. Now, yes, it is a little dark, but in person it is still really pretty, I promise. I promise. It in person is very pretty. We did not get, no, we did not. Alright. I always worry because you would be surprised where you can find resin. It's galling sometimes. Alright, there's that. Let's pop this on. And here we go. We're going to call it done, even though I still need to get the findings to finish the top portion of it. But there we have Finding Nemo. How cute is that? I really hope that you enjoyed my video today, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel, as that will help my channel grow. When I get to 100 subscribers, I do plan on having a giveaway. And it's going to be a fun giveaway. It's going to be, you know, more than one thing. It's going to be a kind of a mystery bag of things, so that'll be kind of fun. So please like and subscribe, and don't forget to release your inner artisan. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!